So I was practicing my horse stance when I came across this article about a menu in 2020 for the Devil May Cry collab cafe in Japan. It featured a few different items, one representing each of the characters from Devil May Cry. And for Dante, they picked this, a pizza burger. But why does it look like this? Will it be good or will it suck? I have to find out. So welcome to What the Fail Devil May Cry edition. Since I'm not in Japan, I only really have access to what I can find online. And in this case, I found the weirdest, strangest Devil May Cry collaboration cafe from 2020. I have no idea what's going on in this photo, but I have to try this pizza burger. I have to try this. I have to put this in my mouth. So please join me for What the Fail Devil May Cry. Now I have to start off this pizza burger by making a pizza sauce because we're gonna need pizza sauce for a pizza burger. I'm using one large can of peeled tomatoes, but you can get away with just using some store-bought pizza sauce if you want to try this. To this one can of tomatoes, I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, followed by about 1.5 teaspoons of chili flake. This is optional, I like mine spicy. I'm also adding in a teaspoon of black pepper and about a tablespoon of salt, as well as some olive oil. Paul, where did you get that olive oil from? From today's sponsor, Graza olive oil. I've actually been using Graza for about a month now, and they're really upset because I haven't put out a video about it, but I really wanted to put it through the test and see if I enjoyed it. There's 2 versions of their olive oil. The sizzle, which is meant to actually cook with, and the drizzle, which is actually meant as a finishing olive oil, something you'd use for salads, the top of French fries, things like that. What they don't know is that it's fantastic in pizza sauce. Since the drizzle is kind of a finishing olive oil, it's used with olives that are picked a little bit early so they're not super mature, so that the flavor is very bright and refreshing. It's actually really tasty. Like, it's tasty enough to just do this. You put a little bit on your hand, and don't drip everywhere. A little bit of salt. It's so good, just like that. But then the sizzle uses mid-season olives, which are a little more mature, and it makes for a better olive oil to cook with. And honestly, one of my favorite things is actually the bottles. They're super squeezable and they're refillable, which is amazing. So when you run out of your olive oil from Graza, you can just get a full can of it, which comes nitrogen sealed to keep out any weird oxygen and prevents it from oxidizing. And you use that can to refill these bottles. That way you can buy the bottles once and continue to refill your olive oil. I've used hundreds of different olive oils, and for the price, you can't really beat this. There's only about this much olive oil left in here because I've used it so much since they've sent it to me because I just really enjoy it. So if you want to try some really amazing single origin olive oil, which is important because this is not blended by any means, you can use my link down below and you're gonna get 10% off of your olive oil. It's already something you purchase, and I think for the price, the quality is fantastic. So if you want a really good olive oil, check out Graza by using my link below and you're gonna save yourself 10%. It's a win-win for everyone. But you know what's not a win-win is this Capcom Devil May Cry collab menu that they just made. Capcom, I'm right here. I'm right here. Now with all of our ingredients combined, we can finally make pizza sauce. This is super simple. We just blend everything together and then add in the 3 cloves of garlic we totally forgot to add in the pizza sauce. Once the garlic is now pureed and blended, we should have this really beautiful emulsified pizza sauce. Give it a taste and see if it needs anything else. Oh, it's good. Oh, spicy. It's good though. Now to make this thing is actually relatively simple because we're just kind of making a burger with pizza, a bun thing. It's very hard to tell from this photo. It looks like the photo itself was shot in 1983. Now, I couldn't really tell what kind of bun they used for this burger, so I'm just going to use a sesame bun and then cut off the top to make it look like pizza. After cutting off the top of my bun, I'm layering on a bit of sauce on both pieces of bread, followed by a good helping of mozzarella cheese. The reason why I'm not giving you exact measurements on all of this is because if you want it extra cheesy, make it extra cheesy. If you want extra pepperoni, make it extra pepperoni. But whatever you do, make sure you toast this in an air fryer or a toaster oven. This literally looks like giant bagel bites, like pizza bagels. Please don't fly around in here. That would be amazing. I don't know if there's a way to turn off the fan, so we're just gonna hope for the best. For my fellow Devil May Cry fans out there, what is your favorite weapon from any of the Devil May Cry video games? Probably to no one's surprise, mine are these Cerberus nunchucks, I think from Devil May Cry 3. It just looks fun, you know? Triple nunchucks. You can't go wrong with triple nunchucks. Maybe this is why I really enjoy using the 3-sectional staff from when I was learning to become Toji. All right, how you doing? Flying everywhere? A little bit. Oh God, I have to rearrange the pepperoni. Now for the burger, I am using just a small drizzle of olive oil in here because I did buy 96% lean ground beef. I'm on a cut. Okay, so watch kind of what I'm eating. So I'm taking a 4-ounce ball of my 96.4 ground beef and I'm heavily seasoning it with salt and then some black pepper on one side. I'm placing this into my really hot cast iron pan and then adding in more black pepper on top and then pressing it down like a monster with my hands. Please do not use your hands if you're not comfortable using your hands here, and just use a spatula. After 3 or 4 minutes, we should have a really nice crust on this smash burger, so I'm giving it a flip, and this is ready to coat with cheese. You ready for this one? Watch. It's like summoning Cerebus. Come on, you know the drill. You know the drill, farming you for views. You want your cheese? This is cheese tax. Let's go. I ain't got all day. The burger's done. Whoa. Now take your cheese and go. You know, you gotta pay the cheese tax anytime cheese has been used. I'm gonna let the burger rest on the stove while I deal with this pizza bun thing. Not gonna lie, I just kinda wanna eat this. It's so fun. Admittedly, I think I would just make this as a snack and go to town on it. But instead, I'm gonna layer on a little bit of fresh lettuce, some tomato that I seasoned with salt, some fresh cut onion, and then the burger with the cheese. I also made a secret sauce from my cards Cooking with Chaos, so this way we have a little bit more flavor. I'm not sure if they'd use a mayo or anything else on their burger, so I decided to use the secret sauce instead. I'm topping this off with that top pizza bun, and this thing is done. My initial impression is this actually looks really fun. I don't know, maybe they were cooking, you know? This is the Devil May Cry Collab Cafe Pizza Burger. Honestly, this looks really fun and it smells delicious. I don't know how else to explain it. But I really don't think the Collab Cafe's burger would have tasted as good as I think this is going to taste. Most anime cafes I've gone to, except for one, which was from Jujutsu Kaisen, have been really mediocre. And I think that's because most of them are just cash grabs to cash grab on an IP. But you know, I would buy this at a food truck. This looks fun. Without delay, cheers. That's pretty good. I mean, it looks like slop, right? Absolutely looks like slop, but that doesn't matter because it's pretty tasty. You can taste the burger, you can taste the pepperoni, you can taste both cheeses, which is really nice. A little bit of spice coming from the pizza sauce that we had made. I give this a solid like 8 out of 10. To answer the question of is it good or does it suck? It's good. If you want to see me taste test a bunch of anime cafes in Japan, click or tap right over here. My name is Chef PK, and remember, keep playing with your food.